Buenas noches, buenas tardes, allí donde estéis. Son justo ahora las 8. Hola a todos y todas que os vais uniendo. De momento vamos a esperar unos minutos hasta que vayamos teniendo un poquito más de quórum. Este live va a ser principalmente en inglés, porque con Sheela vamos hablando siempre en inglés. Mi nombre es Cris Koro y bueno, esto es un experimento, esto es una novedad, porque generalmente, obvio, solemos hablar siempre en castellano, pero hoy nos vamos a aventurar a hacerlo en inglés. Y no os preocupéis porque este vídeo más tarde lo descargaremos y después lo podremos poner en YouTube y desde ahí podremos traducirlo y bueno, estará siempre disponible. Pero hoy nos vamos a aventurar. Para mí también es un experimento y me encantan los experimentos, me encantan probar cosas nuevas. Y invitar a Sheela a este espacio de Maestro Corazón, además de ser un súper honor, es también nuevos caminos que se abren y me honra poder compartirlos con vosotros y vosotras. Sheela, I will give you pass in a few seconds, but by the moment I prefer to wait a few minutes more, and minutes no, seconds, and I will invite you in right now, okay? Gracias a quienes os vais uniendo, esperaros un poquito más. Bienvenidos y bienvenidas. Hombre, Fabián, Gemma, qué rico teneros ahí. Bienvenidos a todos, buenas tardes, buenas noches, ahí donde estéis, donde os estéis sumando. Por aquí podéis estar, sí, muy bien, muy bien.
Sheela, I will speak in Spanish a little bit, just in this first introduction, in order to introduce you and explain the people why are happy to invite you tonight. Thanks for coming, Sheela.
Thank you for inviting me, and I'm all yours.
Thanks, I'm feeling really grateful, and thanks for the life to make possible this kind and this quality of connections between women from quite different generations.
Right.
But I think that with the same or similar essence, okay? Well, in español, don't worry for the English people, followers of Sheela. This interview will be in English and with a easy English. My English is Spanglish, easy to understand, not very enough for today. Y bueno, quiero explicaros también a los seguidores y a mis compañeras y compañeros de viaje de Maestro Corazón, presentaros un poco este Visionarias, que justo hace un año empecé a lanzarlo, porque bueno, Visionarias es como el sexto chakra de Maestro Corazón o el sexto chakra de Cris Koro, que siempre está yendo un poco más allá, visionando un poco más lejos, porque siento que también el futuro es el presente inmediato, lo que viene. Y Visionarias busca conectar a personas, proyectos que de alguna manera están abriendo camino y que han abierto camino en otras generaciones como lo fue Sheela. Para quienes no la conozcáis directamente, os invito a varios caminos. Hoy no vamos a entrar mucho en su pasado, en lo que ella hizo. Para eso está el documental de Netflix, Wild Wild Country. Si no lo habéis visto, os lo recomiendo. y que lo veáis con el corazón abierto, no con la mente cerrada, sino con una visión de águila, porque es muy interesante el poder que trae. Y recientemente tiene el documental de Searching for Sheela en Netflix también, y allí se enfocan un poco en la Sheela del presente, ¿no? Entonces, también podéis encontrar el libro en español, Nada que perder, Nothing to Lose, y hay 2 libros más en inglés de Sheela, Don't Kill Him and With My Own Rules, que de momento solo están en inglés, pero estará bien. Bien, he hecho un poco la introducción, un poquito de introducción y de contexto. Igualmente le preguntaré a Sheela que ella misma se presente. I'm trying to explain the people why I invite you tonight and why I made the first connection with you. When I saw the first documentary, the character who taught my soul was you. And I thought, wow, this amazing woman, wow. And my feeling was this kind of people could inspire to the others, because I think that you put directly with the to the US in a moment, to the government, with the freedom of the government. Maybe you thought, maybe USA, it was not very freedom that I thought.
That's exactly how I felt.
At first, okay. Sheela, thanks for coming tonight. Please, if you want to introduce you a little bit, please open to say hello to the people as well.
Good evening, everyone. Well, Cris has explained to you who I am and what I am. Now I make myself available to all of you to ask me questions.
Yes. Yes, it's important. We give open. You can write questions. It's Carmen Teresa helping to me to take the best question. I have some questions for you as well.
Good. I hope so.
Yeah. And but yes, please open and feel free. And the people are connecting from Brazil, from Colombia. Great to see you, and from Spain as well. I hope you can ask and write directly your questions. Okay, maybe in a minute later we will read it for Sheela. Hi for Turkey, thanks. Okay, today I would like to speak with you about the freedom of some words, okay? Start talking about that you maybe thought that USA was more freedom than you thought at first. And let me see, in your feeling, what is your first of all, what is your thought, your feeling about the freedom word, about the freedom in this moment?
For me, freedom from childhood was a word that one should worship and live by it. Our parents taught us how to be free. And I write about this learning from parents in my book, By My Own Rules. Freedom of speech, freedom of following the religion that you wish to follow, or a path that you want to follow. And I thought in America it was possible. I come from flower power time. In 60s, when I met Bhagwan in 70s, flower power was full in bloom. And we all felt that we are living in a free country, that freedom would be worshipped here, freedom of religion, freedom of speech will be high top on the list. But I must say I was heavily disappointed. And on the other hand, for me, freedom means taking responsibility. In day-to-day life, freedom is not that you can go wild and do what you want to do. No, freedom is being aware and taking responsibility. Without responsibility, freedom does not come your way. So for me, freedom was always very important. When we created the city or the community and the work I was assigned by Bhagwan, for me, it was taking responsibility. For me, it was a commitment. And if you are not committed to the work you do, then work will have no fruits. So freedom is a very important thing in life to understand and learn. And every day you can learn from it.
Yeah, absolutely. And do you think then that the people now really wants to be free or prefer to continue in the cage? Maybe cage is quite comfortable.
I see what has happened to my life. I see life around me. And I don't want to particularly judge people, but the atmosphere, the attitude is, it is push the blame on the other. Take no responsibility, no pride in what you do. And then when something goes shave, you say, it wasn't me. With this attitude, one shows very little self-respect. And self-respect is very essential in life. Because when you respect yourself, you can respect the other.
I think there are a lot of confused in this moment about the self-respect, the self-love, about the freedom. And what do you feel about the relationship between the freedom and the governments, the governments in this moment?
Well, government in this moment is not new than government in old days. Because the government is created by us people. So what is our attitude towards life? That's what we select to govern. people, when they don't want to take responsibility, they don't want to also choose someone to govern them. People don't respect the given community laws, then there will be a problem. And then the blame goes to the government. I'm not saying that government is correct all the time. They cannot be correct because they are also people. They also have expectations, just as people have expectations of the government. And when you have expectations, you're going to be disappointed. Without fail, you're going to be disappointed. And it is easy to say that they made the mistake, not me. Or this is not what I wanted.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not involved in any sort of politics.
Yeah, so I understand. But this is a moment really chaotic, no? It's a really...
It is a chaotic moment, and there is a lot of negativity around in the world as such to say. This is why I emphasize wherever you are or your listeners are, create a field of positivity. Laugh. Think of the positivity, how feel love for people, offer respect by giving the other the chance. You don't become small. By offering respect to others, you don't lose your position. By giving other the possibility to say their heart out, you offer them a certain freedom to talk.
Yeah.
And that respect that you offer the others will change the mood. It will bring the energy of the positivity. I see these events on a daily basis when I work with my handicapped people.
Absolutely. It's a very important moment to live from the heart, connect with these values about respect the other, respect your dignity and your own integrity in this chaotic moment with a very confusion, laws, normatives, and something like that. So, Sheela, told me about, you spent about 39 months in prison for things that I don't want to talk about these events in this moment, in this interview. But please let me know what do you felt you learned from this experience in the prison and from your time in prison. What was your main learned in this time?
It was a hard time when I came to prison. But when I walked out of prison, it was a moment of graduation in the highest university, in the best university I could have admitted myself to. For 3 important things I learned about life. What is time? We all talk of time. We all walk around with calendars and writing appointment, etc. But do we know what time is? Can you make an appointment for death? If you can make an appointment for death, then you need to carry a diary around. So I learned the value of time. We talk about we don't have time. We don't have time to eat. We don't have time to smile. We don't have time to say thank you. Here in prison, everybody spoke about the time they had. Somebody's doing 30 months, somebody's doing 5 years, somebody's doing 2 months. But we talk in terms of time. And one must have, in prison you have time. And one must have this time for others. The work I do requires time to take care of sick people. And if I don't have time, how will I take care of them? Or if I'm pressed and I'm under pressure for time, my quality of care will go down.
Yeah.
So time is so important. Then patience. I learned about patience. Patience I learned because to spend 39 months and sit there, it requires immense patience.
Yeah.
And I gracefully completed my sentence for 39 months. Full. Then this patience that I learned is an asset for my work that I do now. I have a patient who asks me same questions, same words from morning till evening. And if I lose my patience dealing with them, then I have failed. So patience was very, very important for my coming future after I left prison. And I didn't know in the prison that this is how I will be working after the prison. And the third one was acceptance. If I would have not accepted my prison, I would have turned bitter. I would have turned ugly. I would have chosen to blame others. But I could not do that. It was my management. Bhagwan's community was my management. And I'm proud of my management. And in management, you cannot say as a boss, that I did not know, or it is often that I don't know much that was happening there. But when time comes to take the blame, I as a manager has to take the blame. And I did gracefully.
So you can say that now are gratefully from this time in prison for you.
I am very much, and I am proud to go through this hardship, to show my mettle, that it is not just when I have the luxury of being Bhagwan's secretary that I can live life in comfort and do this and that. But when life is not comfortable, when whole world has rejected you, and still you survive, still you exist, then it shows that your basic values, what you have learned from your parents, they were worth gold and precious jewels.
Yes, let me know about the values. What are your values, your strength that continue going on? It depends. It's the same. These events, the problems, but your values is your strength. What are your values? Talk about, please.
Value is to respect yourself and respect others. Be honest, be direct, be loyal. And what you commit yourself to, 100%.
Good.
No percentage less, not even a half a percentage less. Know yourself and learn to know others. My institute concept is being there. Be for others and take others to your heart.
Amazing.
They're very simple, basic things.
It's basic, but why are so difficult to apply in these Western societies?
The reason is we are moving away from the value of feeling, learning from our own intuition. We are afraid to communicate simplicity. The world has become too complicated.
Yeah.
World is engaging in things that is cutting the individual abilities instead of helping to build the individual. It is reducing. We go for things that are not permanent or require no commitment. This is why the relationships become a burden.
The relationships are our really school in the life. We need. We are here just to meet others and meet us thanks to the others.
We are here to meet others and make them part of us.
Yeah,
But
the
then
others are us.
we waste the whole coming together in trying to prove the other wrong and trying to impress the other. Instead of just taking the other in the arm and letting them feel who you are and who the other is, we go for a different event.
Yeah, I agree with you, and this is my main value as well in Maestro Corazón as well. The knowledge about ourselves and the others. Sheila, I would like to invite you some people who are asking to you, and for example, Naji is asking about what is the most valuable lesson you learn from your journey. We talk about the values, but the main one, choose one, the most.
Do not judge.
Wow, Sheila, I'm impressed about you, how you can receive the other youth and stay elegant, and it's not my business. It's not my cup of coffee or my cup of tea. And the people is talking about Sheila, hating Sheila, focusing Sheila, and you. It's not my business. No, it's wow.
No.
Wow. No, I admire this value for you. And Laura Simba asking, Sheila, can you tell us how did you manage to be strong and set boundaries without losing your devotion for humans and unconditional love?
Simply by being in love with Bhagwan and being in love with my father, mother. It is a triangle, father, mother, and Bhagwan. This triangle has always made me feel complete. They complete the circle. And the love for them, the devotion to them, the commitment to them has given me the strength to survive. Because if I would not survive, I would fail them. And I don't want to fail them.
Would you like to speak a little bit about Bhagwan and your love between Bhagwan? We know Osho and we read a lot some books and I think that what happened in your communities open ways, open path for the people who are trying to awake, trying to meet us, and we are very thankful for the Flower Power movement 40 years ago, and Osho was really amazing, and today, even today, he is alive.
He is alive, he will remain alive, because what he brought to this modern world, no one else has done it. He was a man of human understanding. He was not based only in scriptures. He wasn't teaching us division. He was teaching us to come together in spite of race, color, nationality, come together, and he would show us a way to be harmonious. And he did it with our community, what we had created. It was multicultural, multicolor, multi-religion, and multi-educational community. It happened because of him. That was his dream, to make an example for the world that we can live together. We can be together and in harmony. Now, if Bhagwan would not have been there, and I would not have understood his dream, it would be very difficult for me to create a community. And what did Bhagwan say? Bhagwan said, wherever you are, you can create that again. And now I have community here for the last 32 years. Okay, they are not tied down to religion or a religious practice or meditation or so. Doesn't matter. I live with a small community. And in this small community of 50 people, we have 15 nationalities, 17 nationalities. We are living together with different languages, different colors. And it is remarkable. And I invite you and invite all your viewers that if you have a chance to come to Switzerland, do come visit, have a cup of coffee with me.
Would be great to visit you, and I'll try. I think that I'll do.
I'm sure you will.
Yes, and talking about the communities, as you know, a lot of people in this moment, many people are focusing their lives on reinventing the family model, reinventing the professional life. Maybe Osho and you and your communities open ways and show that the people could be way out to the cave, to the slave system.
I agree.
And maybe, yes, you could show it. And it was amazing because it doesn't matter if Osho community is closed and you're on depression and Osho finally died, but it doesn't matter because this movement is it's today extended around the world, worldwide.
Right. And that
a way to live. I'm so interested in this, with maybe with another limits, with another rules, because I think that the rules you can negotiate with the people who are creating the community, not from a leader or something like that. Speaking about, maybe, do you think that this is a way to create another possibilities? And what advice would you give to these people who open to create a community?
One of the most important thing I would say, that be committed. commitment is very essential. And it is easy to find fault with others. Instead, try to understand others. The world is made up of rulers and followers. And the rulers have to be benevolent. They have to be like a positive mother, good mother, open to understand their children, open to guide them instead of ordering them. But at the same time, be aware that people, in name of individuality or the creativity, they often try to be cunning or they try to manipulate others. Then you must have certain clarity to explain to these people that if you want to be individual and you have your own creativity, then this place is not the right place for you. Because here we put emphasis on the community. And we as a manager, we have to look after the benefit of the community, not of the individual. I mean, there are many, many things that one has to, every day in and out, talk about it and explain to people. And you will be exhausted because humans are sometimes cruel. They have cruel way to show their discomfort or their unhappiness.
It's the shadow of the humanity.
Exactly. So good comes with the bad also. And either you learn to live with it or learn to transform the other. But that's where then conflicts begin.
This is the main problem about the relationships. Try to transform the other. And it's enough with own transformation. It's enough.
If people understand the change comes in someone from their own accord, if you have to hammer to them that change, it won't happen.
No.
It will become a conflict. If someone wants to change, you won't even hear about it, and the person has changed.
If you want to someone change, start by you first, I think.
Exactly.
Sheela, we have an amazing questions for you.
Please.
Charan Preet, do you miss? Oh no, before. Sorry. Sadi Akan. Wow. Did you feel regret about anything about the past?
What should I regret, that I met Bhagwan? No. No, I have no regrets, and I have been asked so many times these questions. And I want to tell you that I am not living life from guilt to regret. In me, I don't have that concept. I have not learned this from my parents or some religious practice, or from Bhagwan. I have no reason to regret anything. I have a very wonderful life, in spite of all. I have nothing to regret. I must disappointed all the people who are waiting for me to regret. I'm disappointing them.
On to feel or maybe feel guilty. The guilty is the main word to take the people cutting for my guilty about the religion, about the religion, about yes, the Christianism, and we are the guilty inside our cellulars, in our blood, in our memories, in Sheela, in our workshops. Our main work is how is in English? Erase the guilty, erase the memories, and don't regret about anything. Everything of the past was perfect to be the person who I am today.
Right. And I don't want to be part of that culture.
Me too. Okay.
I have learned from my mistakes, yes. Many of them. And I make new mistakes. And I learn from new mistakes too. I'm committed to learning from mistakes.
The mistakes are a door. If you open the door, you can pass to the other level of the game.
Right.
This is an opportunity, the chance of the life. The people are really inspired to ask to you. I'm so happy for this. Good. Do you miss those old days in Pune with Osho?
Do I miss what?
Do all days in Pune with Osho. Do you miss it these days?
No, I don't miss it, because when I was with Bhagwan, whether it was in Pune, Bombay, or in America, in Oregon, I was 100% with him. My eyes were only for him. I worked for him, I lived around him, and for me, there's no reason to miss him. I lived him. And even today I live him. When I talk of him, when I think of his teachings, I'm living him. I'm living with him. I don't miss him.
Impossible to meet, I think.
Miss him? Yeah, I cannot. Yeah. It is difficult to miss him.
Somebody is asking about if Osho was a master of enlightenment. For you. Enlightenment. Thank you for my pronunciation.
No.
Was a master for you and for thousands and million people, even today, I think. Yeah.
He was lover to me, and his enlightenment, I could care less. I have never bothered with such things. For me, to drown in his eyes was enough.
Yeah.
I had my heaven in his eyes. I need not be enlightened. If I was learning enlightenment from him, I might have missed him.
Ah, good.
But I didn't miss him. And I don't miss him even now.
Good. Someone are asking about when you are coming to India next, because some people are waiting for you in India and in Spanish as well. We talk about.
Huh?
Some people asking
Yes.
about if you are thinking in travel to India nearly.
If I do come, it will have to be when these COVID restrictions are lifted. And if I come, I will announce it publicly on social media that I'm coming to India and my plan. But at present, I have to follow the COVID regiment.
Okay. Yes, it's an interesting moment to try to travel around the world. We are thinking in arrive at the end for today.
Okay.
But before, I would like to ask you, somebody, Hanvi Raval, interesting question.
Okay.
Why we are here in this world?
To have fun?
Why? Yes,
To
why not?
have fun?
To enjoy?
To enjoy, have fun, to learn something, to share something.
Yeah. To enjoy. I think that yesterday I talked about this with a master. I think that the sign, the intuition is find the new path, following the pleasure and following the funny moments, the funny people, because we have a lot of past in our shoulders, connected with the suffering, with the shame, with the fear, and it's enough. Stop.
And guilt you forgot.
And guilty, exactly, guilty. We cannot enjoy the life because we are guilty. When I passed the lockdown, some days I felt, wow, we are so happy with this lockdown. I'm really happy here. Wow, everyone stopped. And in sometimes I felt really guilty to be happy with everyone, talking about death, talking about fear, and I'm really happy, and I'm not guilty. And now I'm really happy to stay with you and with people who are hearing us. I'm so happy. It's really amazing talking with you. I stay trying with my English. Thank you to everybody about my
You
my
speak
English.
fine English. Don't worry about it. We communicate with language or without language.
Yes, my language is from the heart, my heart.
Right.
This is my main language, and we don't need any language more in this moment. People
Exactly.
speaking between your hearts and forget the other. Well, Sheila, I invite people to buy your books, to searching for you in Netflix, and why not to invite you to come to Barcelona when maybe in spring. Would you like to come here, Sheila?
Definitely, it would be my pleasure.
Then let it possible. We can make.
Possible.
We are two women. We can do it.
Definitely. Definitely.
Wow. Thanks to everybody. Thanks, Sheila. Have a really nice evening and week. And this ritual to change the year and something like that. Enjoy the life.
Thank you. I will do so. I thank all your viewers. I thank you for listening to me and asking me questions and participating with me.
Yes, please. You need to. The people need Sheilas in this moment. Please continue inspiring the people. The world needs you.
Well, I do my best. I'm here. Whoever wants to talk to me, they can write to me or email me.
Yes. You are open.
Yes,
Sure.
I'm open to it. And I get many people contacting me also. I'm there.
Thanks then to be there. And thanks to everybody. Please follow us at Instagram to continue information with further information, maybe some new events. And bye. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye. And thank you for inviting me.
A pleasure.
I'm
a
going
really
to
pleasure.
log out.
Me too.
I'm going
Bye.
to log out. Bye.